punishment wasn't strong enough. She now said, if you speak vernacular, you're going to pay 1 penny. And 1 penny then was quite a lot of money. So people stopped speaking right, but people were still running foul of the law. So the money was accumulating. The money eventually got to 15 and 6, which is quite a lot, you know. So she said, okay, what we're going to do with this money, at the end of term, we're going to use it to buy a present, first, second, third in class, then we give them. She said, okay. But she was holding the money. She now said, class captain Idris, keep the money. When we need it, bring it back to school. I mean, because I'm a London boy, from my school, Yaba, I forgot, you know, Glen Bruce used to have this supermarket. Domino. You don't make me sad as you talk that name now. Every time I'm going home, I will stop by Domino. There was no money. But in London, we're used to chocolates and things. So when I see them in Domino, I'll just look, salivate, and go home. So these days, as I was going home, there was 15 and 6 in my pocket. You know, there's like magnets. The Domino at my pocket. The Domino began to pull me. Before I know, I entered Domino. 1 chocolate here, 1 chewing gum here. Only 1 shit. I didn't spend everything. Oh. I went home. Next day, like 1 week. Before I know, 15 and 6 don't finish. And I forgot all about it. I went home. That's how we begin the rough, to do things. Oh. 2 months later, it was getting to end of term. Idris, that's Miss Orewa, to me, that money, that 15 and 6, can you bring it tomorrow? Well, I can't be like 15 and 6. I was like, yes, ma'am. The first day, I rough him, I go. Second day, third day, story. Because the first day when I got to class, I said, yay, I've forgotten. Second day, the don't need too much. And I said, okay, third day. And I went to Alaja's handbag to borrow some, say I can borrow 15 and 6. I only saw 5 shillings. So I moved to 5 shillings, say, okay, maybe by 3 days, I will get the money together. So as the money was in my pocket, I gave another story. As I was going home, the Domino magnet, and I saw the Domino magnet in my pocket again. Buy chocolate, buy this. 5 shillings don't go. When I go, I like that bag again. 5 shillings still there, but the 5 shillings don't go. So when I got to school, I still had 5 shillings. To cut the story short, I couldn't get the 15. By a week, after a week, no story again. So as Elijah was dropping me in front of Light gate, as she dropped and turned around, me too, I just turned around. I know you enter school gate. I just do left. I begin work. I don't even know where I was going. I can't reach one place near there. They call them Row Park. Mobolaji Johnson. I see say people then they play basketball. That's why I entered there. I begin to cut the story short. Wallahi, for 1 month I no go to school. We used to call it buffet. Today I can swim very well. That's where I learned how to swim. You get me? So what happened is, because our uniform was blue, when we were lining up to go in, I think somebody saw me, but Idris, they see him lining up. So they now did some detectives. They now sent 4 boys. I'm not sure if they're watching. One is Dr. Shonala Da Silva, Femi Showumi, Muiwa. Sorry, I don't, but I remember them because they became my enemies. They told them to come and catch me, to come and carry me. So as I was on the line, I saw the blue. So I said, and school had started. So I said, David, then they can't carry you. And half of the students, the young people around there, were all in the same buffet students. So I just told them, say, they won't come carry me. So we got into the pool. They got into the pool. They first punished them because they didn't pay. They wanted to force themselves in. So when they got there, they entered the pool to come and catch me. That's how my boys pushed them inside the swimming pool. And they couldn't swim. But I didn't stop to find out what happened to them. I take the other gate. I take off. As I take off, I come, say, okay, don't do. Now, the story is, after everything, by 3 o'clock, I go home. My mom comes about 4 o'clock. But that particular day, oh yeah, Kenti Fura. As I reach house, my mom said, hello, darling. My mom hasn't called me darling in a long time. Hello, darling, how are you? How was school? She was too nice. But I think, yo, Fura. I said, yes, mom. I was even feeling good that my mom is in a good mood today. What are you going to eat? Eat. Oh, yeah, I ate, slept. Next morning, put on uniform. As we were going, my mom gave me one small parcel. I can see it today. Small brown envelope. There was something in it, round. Maybe she used to work at NEPA. That's how we go to school. Usually, as she dropped for the gate, okay, mommy, I said she don't turn off engine. I said, mommy, I'm late. Wait. Open door. I won't run. I said, wait. That time, I don't look, say, oh, be like, say, things are not all right. As we enter the school like this, enter. Boo, boo, boo. I don't understand how my mama know my class. She do direct to my, as we enter class, the whole, just like you, they go, My mom just said, she called those names. Shonola Da Silva, he came out. One is Tunji something. Babanla, we call him, come out. Come, 4 of them. She now, all the while I was carrying that parcel. When she unwrapped the parcel, if you see the cane way the inside, those cane when they break. Oh yeah, so 2, hold my hand here. 2, hold my leg. Straight. But luckily, that teacher, Miss Oreva, that had a crush on, she said, no, she can't allow students to, because she gave one of the students to flog me in. She said, no, she can't allow students to flog, that she would deal with it. So, they left. By the time where I reach, where they sit down, they don't take new students, I don't get chair again. The girl, Ngozi, we were young there, but boyfriend, girlfriend, she wasn't talking to me again. You understand? So, and I knew that if I go home to Pangrove, I am dead. Or I just face a morning. My father's mother, Mama Ekpori, mommy, Iloyibo, what happened? I say, mommy wants to kill me. That she brought out knife. I begin to give them some obedient stories. Say, Mama don't tie gilly. Oh yeah, and for me, that kind of thing. And those were the hard times I went through because I didn't like Nigeria. That transisted into when I got into secondary school. I don't know what I did to my parents. There's King's College, Igbobi College, Molusi College. My parents decided for different reasons to take me to Molusi College. Ijebu Igbo. I swear, the first day we got to the school, it was a nice school, but I look at even Ojowo House, our dormitory, it no get door. Both sides, long dormitory. The door, then you take and play table tennis. They look, say, which kind of school be this one? Then to conquer the story. My parents just saw one tall guy and said, apparently, every second boarding house, they have the Fani days and the Dino Melayes, the opportunists who will be waiting. When they bring new students, they become school father. I said, I told you, now only height, now my parents see. Say, what class? He said, because he was wearing trousers, only HSC students wear trousers. So automatically, they assumed he was an HSC student. He was actually an HSC, it should be, but he don't feel like 4 times. His name is Sina Abdullah. I hear he's dead now, but he's definitely in hell. Wait now. I'm telling you something that is paining me, you are laughing. I said my parents never reached gates. Where Sina Abdullah is, show me milk. You have sugar? Sina Abdullah first, that's the first time I will see someone soaking gari with milk. Sugar. Because when I got to school, Anyway, so I'm like, don't walk out of my kidney. It was time to sleep. I slept. It was a bunk bed. He was underneath. I was on top. When I sleep for night now, peace began hungry me. I wanted to peace. But the hostel was in the bush. All you could hear were animal noises. Me, London boy, I was now scared. And I said, okay, let me wait for someone to get up to go and person to go and peace. So while I was waiting, I now fell asleep. While I was sleeping, I now dreamt that I was in the toilet. And I just gave them. Wow! I think I even shook the thing self. On sleep. 5:30, bagang bagang, wake up or whatever they call it. As I wake up like this, I don't peace. I don't draw map of Africa. So what I did is I quickly changed my bed sheet. Everything was new now. Now turned my mattress upside down, to hide it. And we went to do our things and then. But Senior Abdullahi doesn't wake early because it's one of his, even though it's a failure, but it's his mates, they can't wake him at that time. So I think when he was sleeping, he just started saying, to. I think he first wiped his face. To. I seen Abdullah look say, Kilo Shele. Boy, iti Tonisha. That's how the old hostel knew that I don't peace for bed. Let us take a break. As fella will say, short break. At the corn.